Hey, what's up YouTube, Sabotage here, and we are back on day, wait for it, there we go, day 13, and we have fallen back into 4th place, but that's not too big of an issue because as we expected, Poland and Greater Finland have risen up the ranks, and so has France. Now France simply jumped because they recaptured Rome down here, and they've also got a little bit of territory in here. So, not much has changed since the last time I spoke. Down here, Ukraine is nearly gone, which is kind of sad. He was a good player, but also a good thing. It's one less player we have to worry about. Egypt is going in for the land grab to take some of the land that Ukraine had while he can. And with Ukraine falling, then that'll mean Turkey will have to go soon. And then it will just be us versus the Americans and Egypt. Egypt's a bit of a wild card. Don't know anything about it. So that could bring with it some surprises. So since we last talked, I've captured a supply crate in here, which didn't have anything of use in it. I got attacked by 2 spies from Canada, and they destroyed 4,000 oil, which was all the oil I had. And that sucked a lot. Really, it honestly did, eh? Like, I had plans, and now I don't have plans, and I've got to rework those plans. Like, that is, damn, like, got me good. Although, what they don't realise is, Romania is working for me, and he's going to send that oil back to me they captured there, so I'll get my oil back. So, in Spain, we're still, fighting down here. Now, the whole point of this whole conflict in Spain was to draw their troops into Spain. We can mount pretty good defenses here, but we want all the troops in Spain where we know they'll be, instead of them trying to attack this large coastline. Them attacking this coastline is a lot harder to defend than in here, and it appears though it's worked. By attacking here, we've drawn a large number of forces into here on defense. Now, in our conflicts against Canada, he came close to breaking us, he really did, but we have since fought off the remainder of the ships around the area. And as you can see, we have rebuilt the subwall, and we are starting to rebuild our navy. We successfully trapped that cruiser group and destroyed it, which was also a big bonus. And there's no other naval threats in the region now, so we just need to rebuild the subwall and then carry on working on our navy. So we are still at risk. I doubt Canada's going to go that easy, but I'd just like to talk about where I think he went wrong. When the Americans attacked me in Great Britain, they had me surrounded. I was bringing all of my ship's subs back into my extremitories. I was basically cut off, and I couldn't do anything. They came so close to breaking me, but they just let that pressure go. They got to the point where I was down to regrouping everything so I'd have a standing chance. They nearly broke me up here. They nearly broke me down here. Like, this combat, since reinforced it, had 1 anti-tank unit left there. That was it. And up here, I was pretty close as well. I'm lucky to still be in it, but it's not over yet. I'm rebuilding, and I'm in a better position than I was before, and I think they're in a worse position as well. In terms of tactical bombers, I have more tactical bombers than I've had so far this game at 4, but as you can see, their condition is not good, so I'm going to set these out for a few days. I'm just going to select all of them now, well, have them do patrolling, then around day change, I'll call them back in so they can get their health back. These are going to be strictly bound to patrolling. This one here I might use for a few attacks, but if I group them all together and send them into attack, I'm going to lose a few, and although it takes a long time, it's a lot easier to let them heal up than to just lose them and replace them. So down here we fought a defensive battle here against an artillery piece. They just landed on the beach at Rassos, killed that, and then we took back Valor. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably wrong. My pronunciation sucks. And we're now moving troops back in to reinforce. Now he's got this 1 tank here, which is pretty annoying. So we're just going to keep 1 anti-tank in here. But where the big conflict is going on at the moment is up here. As you can see right here, there's 1 large Yugoslavian unit with 1 artillery that's just bombing this. He'd have better chance if he honestly just went in there with his troops. I don't have many anti-tank guns, and although I have level 3 infantry, and he may have a lot of militia which is useless, it would probably even out and I think he'd win. So what's going to happen here in a second is once I've dealt with this tank unit, I'm going to send my artillery piece in, and then I should win the whole conflict. Just by knocking them down one at a time, while I wait for my reinforcements, which are slowly coming in. Very slowly, but they're slowly getting there. I only have one industrial center down here. Yugoslavia, if you're watching this, you should have built higher level industrial plants. That would have given you a huge advantage in not only production, but that means when I capture it, I'm not left with damaged industrial plants, industrial complexes to rebuild. So I've just captured one, and I've got to use that to produce subs that I'm going to send around to here to block this off. If we can block this, and all of a sudden the area we have to defend from coastal attacks is a lot smaller, we no longer have to worry about this whole area up around here, and we can just worry about up here again. So some of you guys may be wondering, why haven't I tried to take this back yet? We have a land barrier. Well, France and Canada ain't actually at war yet. So I don't want to make France go to war against something it doesn't need to, because that is a drop in morale. And a drop in morale is a drop in production. So if I attack over the border, Canada might be like, well, now I have to go to war with France, and then drags France down. So this little attack here has nothing to do with taking land. It is all to do with damaging their economy. Industrial complexes are a real pain in the ass to build, especially late game like this when you need heaps of troops. So in this one attack already, I destroyed an industrial complex here. I'm going to destroy it over here. I'm going to retreat out here before sending that infantry all the way down to here to grab that one, and then I might go all the way down here and take one out there, but that may not be necessary. Depending on how far it makes it, we'll find out. So I've also given Greater Romania the mission of taking out these two sites here, which are a pain in the ass. I'd love to get my hands on them and just destroy them, but I can't do that at the moment. I'm a little too weak. I don't have the ability to project my forces like I used to see. I'm focusing on a navy. Luckily France does though. France has heaps of units, and we're making the most of artillery and just killing things from fire at the moment. And this was a group of 7 before, and there was a group of 4 over here that were just killed. So it's gone pretty good. All in all, I've taken out quite a few of the industrial sites in here, which was another one of our objectives, is stop them producing troops close to the border. Because now these supply lines are far greater than ours. They have to produce troops here, and send them over to here, and then into here, or produce them here, and send them to here. France, on the other hand, can produce troops here, and here, send them in, or produce them here, and just leave them around here. So by destroying these industrial complexes, we're increasing their supply lines, and then they have to spend a lot longer sending troops over. And by seeing that takes a long time. So this attack down here has nothing to do with land victory points. It's about wasting their economy. Oh, there we go. All done, all destroyed. I'm not sure what was there, because I destroyed it all. I'm not sure if there was anything of use there, if it was producing anything. But we'll find out if we go to economics. Yeah, just a industrial complex, what it looks like. No, that was Casablanca, that was Fez. Maybe it hasn't updated yet. So we'll just cut back out, go through Rabbit, give them something to waste their time with. What should I take? Yeah, I should probably take out the runway. So we'll take that out, and then we'll get our butts out of here. And head down to that city down there. So the whole point of taking out this runway at the moment is so that if they do have an air force, they can't get it up into here. Although we do have anti-air with our units, it's easier if we just keep the planes out of the battle, full stop. So that's where that's going. And let's just add target. Out to sea. That wasn't good. I'll fix that later when you guys are around. And that's about all we're going to do for now. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.